Good morning. Good morning. I wish the music would kind of fade away, but it doesn't do that. It just goes. So, anyway, good morning. Good morning. I am Toni from Cut Up and Sew. This is Study Hall and classes section. I am. Oh, the internet's going crazy. Oh, there I am. The internet just like hiccuped. So I have a special guest on. I've kind of mentioned who is going to be on today, but I'll bring her on here in a second. But I just want to say good morning and make sure everyone's coming in and saying good morning. There, Mark, Christy, and Bonnie. Hello, guys. How are you guys doing today? It is dreary. It is a perfect stay home and sit day, sew day. But let me just tell you, you need to come in at Tula Club and EPP today because we're going to have fun as well. So don't just stay home. Come on, come in and see us anyway. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, Kristen. Good morning, Nancy and Miss Denise. Good morning, everybody. So what I'm going to do this morning is I have a special guest. She's been here before. She's one of our favorite. And we're going to talk a little bit about her classes coming up. So we're not going to take too much time. We're going to talk with her, and then I'll talk about what's going on in the store because she has a life too, and she has many things to do. Let me unmute her first. All right. There you are, Miss Nina. How are you this morning?
I am good. How are you?
I am happy.
Drinking coffee. I haven't had enough yet.
Yeah, it's an hour difference there, isn't it? When do you leave for Houston?
In the morning.
Ooh, and you're teaching all week long, right?
All week long.
You'll
Lots of
you'll have
fun
fun.
classes. Yep.
I have I have to tell you, I met a customer in Jacksonville. I can't remember her name now. It's gonna make me mad. But she said she took one of your classes in Houston, and that's why she's coming to one of your classes this next couple of
Yay.
weeks. So yeah, it's very exciting. So so if you guys don't know who is on the screen with me, that is Miss Nina. She is coming in a couple weeks. She's teaching 4 classes. She's doing a thread lecture on Wednesday night, and then we've got a paper piecing class on Thursday, and then we've got jacket class on Friday, and then we got ruler work on
Ruler
Saturday.
work.
And that is from October 22nd to the 25th. You go to cutupandsew.com, click on Palm Coast classes. You'll see all that information. But where do you want me to start, Miss Nina? What do you want me to show off first?
That's up to you. I mean, do you want me to talk a little bit about the thread lecture?
Sure, you can talk about the thread lecture.
All right, I'll just do 2 minutes.
Okay, that's fine.
The thread lecture is lots and lots of very practical information. The thing I get all the time when I go to guilds and do this lecture is, I almost didn't come. I've been sewing all my life. I know all there is to know about threads, but oh my gosh, I'm so glad I came. I learned so much. Because it's just we use the thread that's available to us, but there's so many options available. And we talk about when to use them, why to use them, all of that. So there's just loads of information. And if you've been in this lecture before, come again, because you're going to hear things that you swear I didn't say last time, but I did. There's just a lot of information. So,
well, I also think with the audience participation, you learn more from that, because that does change from lecture to lecture. And so when people ask questions that you respond to, it makes a more information. It's like you have a living lecture. It's always changing. The content you give is the same, right? Awesome.
Yep. Yeah.
Awesome.
So it's lots of fun, lots of very practical, useful information. We don't get into the technology and blah. Nobody cares about that. We just want to know what it's going to do for us.
Right. So, and what works in our machine, what doesn't work, and basically it's project oriented. Yeah.
It is, but it's all fun. It's good information.
Awesome. Now, the next thing coming up would be the paper piecing, and I have to show this because this was done with 2 fabrics, right?
Yes, 2 fabrics. They're both the same line. So the blue and the green, the big X, and the 2 yellows in the very center of the star, those 2 were 1 fabric, and all the others, yep, there it is. So I used the blue and the green separately, and then I used 2 of the yellows separately to create the center star. Isn't that cool fabric?
I just think it's amazing what you did with it.
The rest of them, show them the other fabric.
Yep.
I just love the colorway. I know you have too many things on your table. So it's an ombre fabric, and it goes from, and now turning around, it gets to a dark purple. Isn't that beautiful? Anyway, so I sliced that up. Now I sliced it up a little too narrow. I would encourage you to make your slices at least 6.5 inch, about 6.5 or wider strips, so that you can then cut your pieces widthwise on those strips.
So you're saying cut it with what? With the fabric? This way, 6 inches.
I'm saying cut it like this. Cut the strips that way so that you have the sections that you want, but make sure that those sections are 6.5 inches wide, because then you have this strip.
Perfect.
And then you can cut your sections widthwise, like across this way, right?
Right. That makes a lot of sense.
I didn't do that. Mine are narrower, so I had to cut this way, and I didn't get as much out of my fabric as I could have. So learn from me. But isn't that a cool effect? Out
It's
of one,
very cool. And we have lots of colors of this fabric. We have like 6 or 7 bolts. And you've
ooh,
sent me information. She sent me pictures. So if this is something that, oh, now I really want to take this paper piecing class, I will send it in. I can send it out to you, and you could make your fabric purchases based on this,
yeah,
which is
just
really
cut
cool.
yours a little wider than I cut mine. So
Right.
yeah, and you'll get a lot more
Awesome.
out of it.
But what I think a lot of people look at this, it's intimidating. It's, it's, oh, I don't think I can do it. We want to talk
Oh,
a little bit about it's not. It's easy. Yeah.
I made this pattern for my
Oh, it's behind you.
beginning
Yeah, yeah.
paper piecing class. These are both um, because I couldn't find a pattern that was simple enough. When I created this pattern, I really didn't, you're working with one section of it, and I really didn't understand that I was going to get these secondary and tertiary designs. I mean, there's like so many different designs that you can come up with out of this. So, anyway, it just because you're a beginner doesn't mean it has to look like you're a beginner. This is
No.
very simple pattern,
Mhm.
and you learn everything there is to know, almost everything there is to know about paper piecing. So
It's
it's a lot of fun. But that block, I just love that block.
it turned out really fun. I love it too. It turned out great. I mean, and she, Nina's super sewer, whips it around, send it to her a week later. We got it back. Whips it around. It's all fast. So that is Thursday, October 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
24th is a Friday, and I don't know if you guys can see it. This is the quilted coat. So if you try to sign up, I did have it full. So at one point there was it was full, and I re-added 2 more pieces or 2 more seats. So if you want to do it, there is openings. So let me just explain what we've got going on. So we have an all season all Nina Pass, which gets you to all 4 classes. There's only 2 spots left in that. So
Okay.
I originally had 4, so I moved it down to 2 and moved those other 2 seats into the other 3 classes, so there are more seats in all of them. These classes will fill up. I can't stress that enough. It is still only about 2.5 weeks away, but you
Right.
need to sign up and get yourself prepared for it, especially for this one because you have to have a quilt to do it. We have samples.
You,
We've been talking about that. They're 40% off. But you need a quilted piece of fabric or a quilt that you don't use to do this particular pattern. And we did get the pattern, so we're working. We got that taken care of. Thank you again,
good,
Nina,
good.
for
Well,
that.
and your samples are a really great thing to start with. It's so intimidating sometimes to cut into your own quilt, but if you buy a sample and you've got them on sale, those are really it's a little less intimidating because you didn't do all the work, right?
Well, unless
So
they bought one of my samples, I would be nervous of them cutting it. I'm joking, guys.
that's right. Well, the one that you have hanging behind you, I went and bought that at a thrift store and
You did.
turned it out and mailed it to you. So it's a real quilt that somebody made, and you can do that as well. So there's all different ways to do this, or you can just buy some fabric, like 2.5, 3 yards of fabric that you just love, and quilt it, or have it done quilted edge to edge. There's all kinds of different ways that you can approach this quilted coat.
Correct. Right.
Yeah, and you should have it put together. The outside binding, I'll walk you through how to do that. But we're going
I
to
got
cut
you.
it out. We're going to talk about how to cut it out. I'm going to hold your hand. It's loads of fun. And when you get that quilted jacket put together and you can put your arms in it, it's like, oh my gosh, I made this. And you'll love wearing it.
And you'll be
Yeah.
showing it off everywhere in Florida. But you might
Yeah,
want to go to North Carolina for the fall foliage. Who knows? You'll use it. You'll use
that's
it.
right.
Um,
That's right.
so I have a question, Nina. Can they bring a serger to do the piecing, or do
Um,
you recommend a sewing machine?
they can. There's a couple sections that are really
You
not
have to
the
measure.
serger.
Okay, I just
But
throw that
yes,
out.
we do need sergers to serge around each of the pieces. So
Oh, okay.
I
So we'll
talked
have
to
a couple
Josh about
available
that.
in class.
I guess
Yeah,
I need to let
that's
you know that.
Yeah, I guess we'll have a couple extra sergers in class set up for you. That's not a problem.
Well,
But I
and
know people
if
that have
somebody,
a serger, they might want to bring it. So
right, if
I would
somebody
bring both,
wants
is
to
what she's saying.
bring one that everybody can use, that's fine too. Just put white thread in it or cream or whatever, and
Mhm.
we're good to go.
Yeah, I'll put that down on my list to do. That's pretty
List
funny.
of things to
I'm glad you
do.
said something.
Yeah,
And I'm going to also say something. Did you see Teresa's post about how she did the hood with the zipper?
I did. I
So Nina has
did.
a new technique she might talk about at this class too. I'm really excited about that. That'd be really cool.
I thought that, and you can zip on the hood
Collar.
and you can zip on the collar.
Yeah,
I thought
very
that was
creative.
really sharp. Yep,
Yeah, me too. Very
absolutely.
cool.
Yeah, I'll talk about that. So
I'm so excited. I can't wait for you to
I
know.
maybe I'll hey, you know what? Maybe I can do that to that one that you have behind you.
Oh, yeah. Because you don't have it attached yet. Yeah, it's a good
Because I'm
idea.
gonna put that hood on.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I'll have to see
It's a
if I
great
have any
idea.
more binding.
I don't think it matters. Bonnie, just to let you know, there is extra spaces. There's plenty of space in Nina's class thread lecture because we can get 35 people in there. Right now, I think it's right
Mhm.
about 15 or 16. So totally, Bonnie, sign up for her thread lecture. Again,
Yep.
it is on cutupandsew.com. So, all right.
Yeah,
So
me
that's our quilted coat on Friday. And then Saturday, we're doing ruler work. This is
ruler
really
work
exciting too.
ruler work is doable on your domestic sewing machine. You have to have a ruler foot. Oh, I didn't bring one to where I am. The ruler foot has a 1/4 inch wall all the way around the circle of the foot. It's a 1/4 inch tall wall, and you have to have that is made specifically for your machine. Whether you have a
Correct.
Bernina, Bernina has one. If you have Baby Lock, Baby Lock has one. If you have a Janome, Janome has one. Get it the one that is specific for your machine. Don't get a
And we
generic.
need to know so we can order them to make sure they're here in time as well, guys.
Right.
So if you want
You
this, you
need
have to
to.
order it
Ruler
today.
work,
If you could.
yeah. But ruler work really, it's for everybody. You can be a beginner free motion quilting. Ruler work is free motion quilting. Feed dogs are down.
Mhm.
But there's once you learn the control, and we learn all of this in class, you'll learn the control, how to move the quilt with the ruler, and how do you hold the ruler and have it not slip. So we learn all of this in class, but then there's all kinds of really cool designs that you can do with ruler work. Let me show you. I created this ruler. Can you see it?
Yep. Yep.
So it has 4 different shapes to it, and we use them all, and we talk about how to use each one and where you would use them. I have tons of samples of what you can do with all these different shapes. I have not found the end of the possibilities for this ruler. So there's
So
all kinds of stuff that you can do, and we cover all of that, but there's also some exploration that you get to do on your own, because I know you guys are creative and everybody's brain works a little bit differently. So, but this is the ruler that you will have in your kit. It's included in the class. It's in your kit. So, we'll
put the
talk
kid in
all
there.
about my rulers and other different rulers as well. What you can do with them. There's all kinds of different shapes you can do. Here's another one.
That's cool.
And that's all of this is using just that ruler.
That's awesome.
And I made a table runner that was just made out of the mini charm packs, the
Mm-hmm.
2.5 inch
The 2.5.
squares.
Yeah.
I ended up with a bunch of squares. Well, this was all done with the ruler.
That's awesome.
It's all done with this ruler. So it just went so quickly and easily. I was using this as these seams were all my lines that I was matching up to. So we'll talk about all that, but this is just a very practical, but I've got all kinds of samples and different shapes you can create with all these different shapes. I mean, it's just, the possibilities are endless with this ruler.
It's awesome when you come. We like hang up everything, and it like takes over the classroom, and we leave it up the whole time you're here. So if you can't make it our classes, you got to come and see. It's like its own little art show.
And I've made some more samples. So
I've
made
nice
some new ones.
Awesome.
Can we go back to paper piecing just for a second?
Sure. We can do whatever you want, Nina.
I want to show you something that I made.
Oh, yeah, the bicycle is so cute.
So that's all paper pieced. With paper piecing, it's not applique. You can do all kinds of different things with paper piecing. And then the ruler work. Hey, how are you?
Good.
But the same thing with ruler work. You can do all kinds of different things with ruler work, and you can either leave it, like on this sample, you can leave it. You don't have to fill it in with free motion quilting. That can be your quilting on your block.
I think that's amazing.
But if you want to get fancy.
Fancy Nancy. Ooh, very cool.
This color is all, that's all ruler work, but then I have filled the background in with all kinds of free motion quilting.
That is so cool. That's very
cool.
All which is another
class. We can do that. But this is, all this ruler work is using that ruler. So there's a whole bunch of different shapes and designs that you can do.
I'm so bummed I'm going to be out of town the weekend you're here.
Oh,
so, I know. I always enjoy and learn so much from your classes, Nina.
Well, it's always so fun for me to be there. I love being with you guys and all your customers. Just wonderful. You guys have created such a great community, and I love coming there.
Good. We love having you. We're your biggest fans.
I'm your biggest fan. So it's mutual.
Mutual Admiration Society.
Yeah. I just wish I lived a little closer.
So do we.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
We have you teaching like once a month or once a quarter or something for sure.
Once a week. Once a week.
We don't want to burn her out.
She's going crazy. She's already going crazy. You guys, you want to share anything else? I'm so excited. You've done an amazing job showing up for us in a couple of Zooms, a couple of lives. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, it's I want to stress on the ruler work for a minute, because it really, I hold your hand. We start at the very beginning. We talk about, here. So we talk about these circle things that are on my rulers, where to put them, why to put them. I mean, truly, we start at the beginning. So just because you haven't done ruler work or you think you can't do it on your machine, get the ruler foot for your machine and come take the class, because it really is a beginner class, and you will find confidence by the time we're done with class, because it's a full day class.
It is a very full day class.
Yeah, there's a lot of information. We start at the beginning, and then by the time we leave each other at the end of the class, you're going, oh my gosh, all the possibilities. So you're converted to a ruler work person.
Yep. Makes a big difference.
Yep. Lots of fun. Yes.
We're 2 weeks down. So 2 more weeks you'll be here, and we're going to have fun. So I'm excited.
Yes. Fun.
Thank you so much, Nina, for joining us again this morning. I appreciate your time. And enjoy Houston. Take lots of pictures so we can follow. And if you guys don't follow Nina, she has a website. It's ninaquilts.com. She is also on social media, and you can see she posts lots of fun pictures of her projects. Helps you be inspired when you're following our teachers. And maybe you can ask and say, hey, I saw her teach this class someplace. Can we get that? That could have been so totally. So this is the best way to kind of help support us and what we need to bring for you, what you want to learn, and support our teachers. So
yeah. So I'll be posting on Facebook from Houston, and on Facebook I'm Nina Klopfelter Quilts. On Instagram I'm just Nina Klopfelter. I don't know why the quilts didn't show up, but I'm not a technical guru. I do my best.
You do pretty well, so don't knock it. You're doing good. So.
All
All
right.
right, Nina, you have a great trip to Houston, and I'm sure we'll be in touch. So.
And I will see you guys.
Take care, lady. Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oops, wrong way. Okay, wow, that was fun. Well, look, you came in at the right time.
I'm just,
I'm solo today because Josh is with the family.
No.
We do allow him and Shan to go play every once in a while. They had to get permission from all of us, I think.
I think so too. But they're celebrating Casper's birthday, so what can we say?
They went and he was a night of a round table last night. It was so much fun. So
I know,
they're having a great time. They're having a great time. So which means we're in charge.
You're all in court today.
Yeah, you don't know what's gonna happen. Just saying. All right, so let me do a little bit of things that have been going on, and then I'll go into classes. I'm glad you showed up because I'm going to have you talk about your class too. We are standing in front of the Spooky Showdown contest, quilt show, project show, whatever you want to call it. So what customers have been doing, you guys have been doing, is bringing in not these two. These are classes. We'll talk about that. Actually, we talked about Nina's already. That one I haven't talked about yet. But we have amazing samples and projects that people have made over the years, and they get entered into a contest.
Adorable.
That one is really cute. It's got a little bling on it.
Yeah.
So they all have numbers on them, and you come in here and you can vote. So this is the So Spooky Showdown voting, and there's the tabs. We'll be watching though. I know people might stuff it, so we'll be watching people. Just saying. But yeah, come on in and vote. And if you still have a project you want to turn in, you can do it until I think the 27th is what we decided the cutoff was, because we want you to have at least a week to vote so people can vote on it. The sooner you get it in, the more votes you can get now.
Exactly. Yep. People were voting the other day.
Yeah, we have
quite a few in there.
Quite a few votes in there. So
good.
And we'll announce the winner probably over November 1st or 2nd. We don't know all the details yet. We're still working on that. So, but bring your stuff in. That's fun. That's what you see in front behind us. Orion's Case for Smile pillowcase drive. Huge. Blew it out of the water. I don't have the exact number. We're over 1,000. Sherry's going to give me the number for Mondays when we do So What's Up on Monday. But basically, thank you guys. Amazing.
I know. I had a customer bring another 14 in the beginning of the week to add to that stash. So we are over 1,000 buys.
We had somebody over yesterday bring 33 in.
Oh my gosh. Yay.
Go. She's crazy. She knows who she is. But amazing. Thank you so much for everybody who's kind of supported. And don't forget, we take pillowcases year round. So just because we did really big over the last month, bring in like a couple a month, and that way it's always supporting the cause and helping them throughout the year.
Yeah, because that's what they get has to get distributed, and so once they're distributed, they need to replenish their stock.
Right.
So
I can't remember what she told me what she likes to have in her hand. But we'll ask maybe Sherry to give some information on Monday. We can share that. What else do I have in here? We just talked about Nina. We have beach potato coming. I didn't bring the samples over. Again, we have some really big events this fall. Beach potato, Nina, beach potato embroidery. And then we have by Annie. Another reason why you're here. I'm so excited about that. So again, that's all because of you guys voting for the shop and saying amazing comments about the staff, Josh and Shan, and just loving on us, and we just want to give it back to you guys and love a little bit on you. So we're gonna have an afternoon where Christy's gonna come in, talk about some patterns of by Annie, her tools. You have some classes that we're planning for the beginning of the new year. Yeah. So just to keep you more informed with the products we have a trunk show coming. It's gonna be huge. December's gonna be huge, and then we're gonna sit and talk to Annie for a couple hours in the afternoon.
I know that's December 3rd, so get that on your calendars.
December 4th.
Sorry.
It's a Thursday. And if you can be here in person. It's starting to fill up though. We're only taking 20 because we don't want an overcrowded room as we're engaging. But if you can't come in person that day, we are set it up as a webinar. So you can go to Cut Up and Sew classes and look into December's calendar and sign up for the webinar. You sign up, it'll send you a link the week before, the day of, and it will send you reminders. But you can still interact. That's what's really cool about the webinar. You could ask questions. So I am look at you can look at that.
Yeah, I was gonna say Denise is saying she wants to be here, so she's got to change her work schedule a little bit.
Change that work schedule.
This is more important.
That's
than
right.
I mean,
This
I
is
agree
right.
with you 100%, Denise.
You want to be here.
That's
Work
right.
early in the morning. There you go. So that is December 4th.
Yeah, and that starts at noon, right?
Yep, starts at noon,
And then she comes live at 2.
2.
So yeah,
We're pretty excited. So that's all that I have for notes for really what's going on in the shop. Monday we'll be back 9 o'clock. So what's up? And I think it'll be Josh and me. So it will be entertaining, and it might be a little bit squirrely.
nah, never happens.
It's funny, we did that last Monday. It was really squirrely. So let's talk about some classes we have coming up. So this week we have Sewing 101 in Palm Coast with Karen. She also has a semi-private lesson element in the afternoon. I don't know if it's full, but check the calendar. Always check the calendar. I just kind of reiterate what's going on so you can sometimes when you look at the calendar, you see the names. We try to be creative. But sometimes we just need to say what the class is. Creativity is great, except when it's a class name, you're like, well, is that something I want to take? I don't understand it.
That's
right?
why I tell all of our new customers, especially, go in and look at that description.
Correct.
And then you'll get a really better, more condensed idea of what the class is going to be, what you need to bring, what's included, because that's always a big deal. You know, kits are included in a lot of things coming up. And so, yeah.
And then something else that always all classes come with a pattern. So even if you own the pattern, our policies are we're in the midst of adjusting them. Just be aware that anytime you sign up for a class, it is mandatory for the pattern. Just because we can't police everybody. So that was the main thing. But yeah, good point. You just need to go to the calendar and click on it. But sometimes you want that quick review,
Overview.
Yeah. Sometimes those cutesy names don't work. But that's why we're here. That's why we're here. So we have some Sewing 101, October 7th, which is this Tuesday. We've canceled Fiber Play for the rest of the year. So we were doing that on the second Thursday of the month. And Josh, he said it last week. It's his fault. You heard it from him, not me. But we're going to reassess. We're going to do it a little differently in 2026. We're going to host it like a workshop day where we do 3 different unique techniques that create our elements in our fabric. And so we're going to see how that, and maybe do it once a quarter and see how that works out. So
That's a good idea.
I think it is.
I approve.
Okay, good. I'm glad. I was worried about Christy not approving. But I think it'd be more opportunity. I would rather come to one day with 3 different things than I have to do this every month.
Yeah.
And I miss the ones that I really want. So, Die Hard Club is next Saturday. So today is Tool. I didn't even mention today is Tool and EPP Club. And so come on in and learn what that's about, and that's going to adjust in 2026 too. But if you're part of it now, you get the inside scoop.
Yeah.
Just saying. We do talk a lot about Tula, and next year we're going to do a more of a social sewing and do a more involved sew along and stuff.
Oh, cool.
I think we're going to do the Dear Jane next year.
Yeah, we should be getting her new Gray Works in soon.
So excited.
Said I started shipping October, so
Yeah,
this is
probably
October.
It'll be at the end of October, probably.
I haven't seen anything online about any other shops getting it yet, so
It'll be at the end of October.
So
and they're still at market right now. We're releasing the one for April, so
I know that floral reef is.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh! I think
that's the other thing. If you come to Tula, we're going to talk about that because we might start taking pre-orders for that. I'm so excited about this. This is an opportunity where you can get it here and support the local shop instead of flying to somebody else to get it first. So I'm excited about that.
And we are ordering. I know it backs up a little bit. We are ordering all the new Biani patterns today. She launched.
Oh, really?
I think 5 new patterns.
Wow, I haven't looked at that yet.
Yeah, and they all are available for shops to order starting today. So Josh has got an email reminder from me to order those today. He asked me to because they're away. So it's just I think
are
I'll
they
remember,
junior ones?
Huh?
Are they all juniors? Like she's released some junior ones that are.
There's several of them that are
geared for kiddos.
Well, or yeah, and
Smaller
basic
projects.
techniques and stuff that maybe in her other patterns she doesn't go into as much detail on certain things like handles and straps and putting things like that. So that's one of them. And then there of course is a couple more easier projects. So yeah, so we're actually anxious about that. And she's gotten some new hardware too.
Camera's trying to slink by the camera. Really? You need to come over and be in front of the camera. You slinked. She slithered by. So,
Okay.
Bye, Annie.
Bye.
See, we don't have to be Monday. It's squirreling right now. Are you with us? Are you still with us?
I was going to say, I kind of did that. Sorry, everybody.
That's all right.
I threw her off.
That's really cool. I'm going to go look now. And so, again, whenever, especially by Annie, you can follow her on social media, and she posted a lot too. So when she's got the new stuff up, she says, "Hey, look at this." And I guarantee, well, I know I've seen it already. It's already made up in the floral wreath by Tula at Market. It's gorgeous.
Yes, gorgeous is right.
So next Saturday we have the Die Hard Club. If you have an AccuQuilt, you've never used it, and you want some motivation, some inspiration, come on in. Cindy hosts it, and normally there's like 10 to 15 people, and they talk about the AccuQuilt. You do not need to bring your AccuQuilt. You do not need to bring your machine.
I found a little bat on the floor.
Right there.
Sorry.
It
I
says,
had to pick it up.
Look here.
Don't look
there.
I was trying to put it against my shirt so you can really see it. There you go. I know. I'm a squirrel today.
And after Die Hard Club next Saturday, we have Witch's Hat with Karen again. Witches and Wizard Hat. It's for everybody. And if you have a young one that wants to make their own hat and you want to join them, that's a great time to have a parent and child bonding experience with sewing. So, and we do have machines if you need to. So that's another option.
Yep.
But we teach this class every year. This year, this is our second time. We didn't do it more. Last year, we taught it 4 times. You can never have enough hats, apparently.
I was going to say, this is the second time for this one, right, this year.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. October 15th, we have the Star Burn. Say that 5 times fast. Star Burn bag. Judy Foxwell is teaching that. That is here in Palm Coast. I'm still in Palm Coast classes right now. And this is for cover stitch machines. So if you have a cover stitch machine or what they would call a combo machine that does serging and cover stitching, this is a great way to get more comfortable with your cover stitch machine. A lot of people get it thinking, I'm going to use it for the edges of my t-shirts when I resize them. But the cover stitch is so much more. As you can see, there's lots of decorative elements on here. Let me hold on. Sure. Get a little closer. See the stitching on it. There's a lot of decorative elements. Tamara is going to make fun of me. Some of those stitches are done with a special machine, but most of the stitches you can do with any cover stitch machine. She's going to teach you how to thread it, what kind of threads to use. She's even going to show you how to put the zipper in with a serger, which just blows my mind. That's one thing I need to learn.
And this is cork on this side with all the decorative stitches. And then this is your fabric. So she's got a great sample here.
Yeah.
Really
she's got 2 samples. There's another sample that's more plainer. If that's too much for you and you just want to use a favorite fabric, but you want to construct it with your cover stitch machine, she'll walk you through that as well.
Yep.
We have 2 samples for you to come and touch and look. They're tripping. I was waiting for the camera to fall over. That would have been fun. Remember, we're in charge when Josh and Shan are not here. We're here for your entertainment. So, anywho, so that's October 15th, and Judy's teaching that. Now, October 16th, which is a Thursday, we have Christy.
And this, speaking of Annie, this is she's calling it the Out to Lunch bag because it was originally, pattern was originally written so that there's room for refrigerator containers, for your lunch when you have leftovers.
Like
I just can never think what those little containers are called, but anyway.
Containers.
Yeah.
Frozen things.
Yeah. And there's I suggest doing the inside with the mesh as opposed to the vinyl, just because you can
put an ice pack in there though, like a blue ice pack thing. That would work.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
If you put it with vinyl, it will condensation to the vinyl. But that's really smart.
Yeah. So anyway, I love it. Before I started putting this on the schedule, I was using it for my regular handbag, and it's just the perfect size. And
I love the way it opens up too.
Exactly. So you can really get into everything at the bottom, and then the side gussets are high enough that things aren't going to fall out when you open it up all the way. True. So very nice. I love it for that as well. So, yep.
This is these type of classes are great to take with a friend because they are a little intimidating, and you guys can like hang out and work through it together. And Chrissy's going to come over your shoulders and tell you, nope, do it this way.
We did it for 2 days.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So you
should finish it.
Intimidated that you have to finish the whole thing in one day. You'll get pretty far along though the first day. So after that, it would just be a question of embellishments and things like that. So once you've got it all cut out and everything the first time, then they'll be easy peasy rest of the way. And she does have, I can't see it very well here, the extra hardware, so that if you want to put
like
a long strap on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so there's one.
I didn't even know it was in
side.
there. It was hidden.
Yeah, because it folds down under the pockets. So yeah, so you can put a longer strap on it, and then it really becomes like a crossbody bag.
Yeah.
So
I would, if I was making it for myself, I would get rid of the handles and just have an the crossbody strap. That's very
you can
smart.
do that easily.
Because it is small enough and thin enough that you could do that.
Yeah. Here's what it looks like. My shoulder. But of course I won't use it like that. I'll use it like this. But anyway, it's a great bag.
It is a great bag.
And it's not a whole lot to it like some of the other projects.
But it does work with all Annie's product. Like it has the zipper, it has the mesh, it has does it have the elastic in the pocket?
No.
There? The like foldable elastic on
Nope.
On there, does it?
Oh.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
So it does. It has all the Annie products in it, so it gets you comfortable with her. This is a great starting point. I think this is a better one to start with than like the Place for Everything bag or something that's more involved. So.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So if you've always been intimidated by Annie, I'm not saying you need to be a newbie, but you need to be a little bit confident in your cutting and your stitching. But this would be a good bag to start with, the By Annie bag.
Yeah, I think so too. So
awesome.
I don't want to be here by myself, so please sign up. Laura wants to take it, and she doesn't want to be the only one. So
I'll take it if you take it, Laura. I need to take a class.
All righty. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. All right. So on the 17th, so I'm telling you, next week's class, not this week's classes, next week's classes, we have a class every day. And that's what we like. We like to have classes every day of the week. And we've got plenty coming up. I am teaching what I'm calling the Creative Rope Bowl Beyond the Basics. So yesterday, we had a full class. I was really excited. We just learned the basics, just creating that coil, just creating a bowl, how to lift it, and how to finish it. Basic stuff. I did talk a teeny bit about how to wrap it with the fabric, but that's where I'm going to do it in this class. This class, we're going to talk more about wrapping a fabric around the rope. We're going to talk about adding fabric after you've made the bowl. We're going to talk about embroidery in the bowl. And then I showed a sample from my friend Penny, it was made by Brenda, purse that was made out of a bowl with a zipper on it.
That is so cool. I love that.
And everybody wants that. So I'm making the pattern up so we can teach that in that class.
Awesome. I want one of those.
So but that class is starting to fill up. So there's a couple spots left. But that's October 17th. That's a Friday, and it's a Friday afternoon. So you can work in the morning, take the rest of the afternoon off, and come play with us.
Yep. Go to lunch, take a long lunch.
And then the two classes I want to talk about, because for our Palm Coast, before I move on to St. Augustine, is Mary McCarthy's coming back October 18th. It is a Saturday. You just like looked at me like Tamara wants to take this class.
She's over there making faces at us.
So what Mary is going to teach this time, you have that favorite pair of sweatpants or that nice, really cool top that you just love. But they don't make the sample or make the fabric, not the fabric.
Pattern.
No. They don't make that clothing item anymore. You can't go to Belk's and find it anymore.
Oh, okay.
Or Target. Mary's going to teach you how to recreate that. She's got a great little book with directions and ways to do it. I think of pants are the worst thing for me personally. So I have a couple really nice pair of jammies. I'll be honest, they're jammy pants. But she's going to teach you how to take it apart, recreate it, and that way you can reuse it and make your own using any fabric you purchase.
That's awesome.
So
I think what the book's called, Copy It.
It's called Copy It. In fact, that's the name of the class. It's called Copy It. That makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Does.
Awesome sauce. But that's October 18th. And again, she's a specialty teacher. So when you look at the cost and you're like, whoo, it's a little bit more than our normal classes. Just remember, we have to pay extra for extra educators that come in from out of our area because they have travel and they have other needs. So don't be alarmed by that. The value that you get from the instruction that she provides is worth every penny.
Exactly.
So, and it is an all-day class as well. So that's October 18th. And then I want to talk about one more. We have lots of other classes in October, but I'm going to talk about one more here in Palm Coast that Jill, I love Jill. She is ready to teach. She loves people. She's got these amazing ideas. And camera's right there. Where it says
no, yeah. I was trying not to put it in front of your face.
You can't put it in front of my face. Okay, we're just surprised somebody else coming through the door. But anyway, she's teaching this really cool class where she's finishing up the ornament. But if you do not have an embroidery machine, or you don't do cross stitch, or you don't do needlepoint, she's going to have you come in at 10:30, and she's going to show you not the embroidery ones, just the quilted ones. How to make, that one's quilted too, these cute little quilted ornaments. And then at 1 o'clock, she's going to teach anybody else who doesn't need that part to do the finishing piece. So I know this is a lot to take in. Let me kind of explain it a little more.
See the ribbon.
Yeah, so the cording on the ornament, she's going to teach that in the afternoon. So it's kind of like a mini quilting class, and I'm using that very lightly because you're making small little ornaments. You're going to sew a 1/4-inch seam, and you're going to press and make these little blocks that she's got prepared. And then in the afternoon, she's going to teach you how to put it all together.
This is a great way to use up those leftover half square triangles or pieces.
Oh, that's a really good point.
What do you call them? Strip sets?
Mm-hmm.
And you've got, about this much left over. Well, that much will fit in a ring, and you've got yourself an ornament, either for yourself or for whoever got the quilt. That's a cute idea too. I just came up with that. Just, if you made a quilt for somebody and had leftovers, give them a holiday ornament with the leftover fabric.
Well, Jill really loves teaching these finishing style classes where she's teaching you how to make the cording, so what happens is with a lot of us embroiderers is that we test out designs all the time, and we either like them or we don't use them, and they just sit around. So her thought was, let's make them into ornaments.
Yep.
But some of us don't have embroidery machines. So what about those people? They would love to learn to make this basic ornament. And that's why she's teaching how to make a piece or a part of it in the morning. So these are really quick and simple. So in the afternoon, you can finish the rest. So when you go to the class, when you go to our Cut Up and Sew classes at Palm Coast, you'll see 2 classes on that date. The first one is the entire day. So you're going to learn to make the quilted piece. Then you're going to make the ornament in the afternoon. And if you just need the ornament finishing stuff, or that is the afternoon. So if you are an embroiderer or a hand stitcher that has something that wants framed as an embroidery, that's what you want to sign up for. So
awesome.
I wanted to make sure everyone understands what that is. But we would love to see it full.
Oh, yeah.
We'd love to see it full.
And I mean, Christmas is coming quick, and these make great gifts.
They make great little gifts. So like for the postman, the hairdresser, those small things that you want to give something, but you don't want to give. You just want to give them something that you've made out of from your heart. Yep. So these are perfect for it. So sign that up. That's October 29th. I don't know if that's a Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember. I think it's a Thursday. No, it's a Wednesday because you're on the 30th. So many dates in my head. Sorry, guys.
I'm surprised you keep them all in your head. I have to have notes and notes and notes and notes. Yeah, no, you do.
I do have notes because I do make mistakes. Just go to St. Augustine really quick. We will start putting more classes in there. I have to reach out some teachers and say, okay, guys, there's holes in St. Augustine. They've opened up the classroom now that they can actually have 8 people comfortably in it. So that helps a lot. Thank you, Farron and Melanie, for doing that up there in St. Augustine. So the 9th, which is also this week, this is a Thursday, we have Sewing 101 with Louise up in St. Augustine and her private lessons. And on the 11th, she is teaching the Church Lady quilt, apron. I'm trying to talk too fast. Again, we're thinking holidays now. All these classes, you're going to start seeing the ideas for you to recreate gifts for the holidays. And it's a great little apron.
It's reversible, completely reversible.
Yeah,
isn't that cute?
It's called the Church Lady apron. It used to be an all-time favorite, but yeah, we need to make it a comeback. We need to make aprons a comeback. I try to remember to use an apron when I'm cooking.
I know I have my favorite, and it only comes out occasionally.
I try.
I only have one.
I have lots of them, but yeah, I forget I have them.
I've made them for others, but just not myself.
That's the problem, right? So I want to start giving away.
A lot.
Give it away. So that is on the 11th, which is a Saturday. So another thing you guys have been asking for is Saturday and evening classes. So here we are putting very creative classes on Saturday. And the last class right now I really want to talk about in St. Augustine is on the 26th, which is a Sunday. It's the Discover series with Melanie, and it's the Overlocker. So last month they did embroidery in the hoop. It was a full class. It was wonderful. They had a lot of fun. They learned a lot of tips and tricks because you're working with the best. Yeah, Melanie has got 40 plus years of experience in the industry. She knows the machines. She knows the techniques, and She'll make you feel comfortable when you're learning. So the overlocker, if you don't know, is the word for Bernina's sergers. So the sergers will be provided, plus all the kit that you're making. I'm thinking you're making a bread bowl. I think.
Okay.
Something to do again, gift giving, holiday stuff. So it's limited seating, but go ahead and sign up for that on the St. Augustine classes, and that is the 26th.
You done?
Phew! That's a lot of talking, isn't it? I'm spitting too. All right. Anybody got any questions? I don't see anything. Oh, Denise loves the new fiber class idea. It's going to be a workshop. We're going to work on that. Hopefully I'll have it up in the next month or so.
Leah said the right ruler foot for your machine and depth of the ruler truly make a difference. She's talking about Nina's class for ruler work class. Yes.
Oh, she took it last year. Oh, nice. Awesome. Yep. I think I'm going to take it this year. Nina's still on in the background. She's still in the back. She's watching us. Hilarious. So that's all I have. Do you have anything else?
Not for me.
Okay.
I need a cup of coffee.
I'm going to go.
Already got yours?
I got my coffee. That's why I'm talking so fast. I can't wait to see the buy any patterns. That's going to be fun.
Yep.
So.
And then, the trunk show is going to be cool too.
Yeah. We got some exclusives. I'm so excited. We're not going to tell you until you see them
right now.
I got nope. All right, guys, that's it. You guys have a great weekend. Come in and say hi to us. We would love to see you. If you haven't been to the Tulip Club or EPP Club, come on in. If you're interested in English paper piecing, I teach you how to do it. So come on in. It's free. And you guys have a great one.
Take care.
All right.
Have a good weekend.
Classes
stay dry.
Stay dry. Yes. Bye, Nina.